This man is making his MMA debut. He stands 6 feet tall and weighs a ready 203.8 pounds. Please welcome your independent fighter, Khajuan Mattocks. Your referee is Jonathan Romero.
All right, guys, here we go. We got this next fight underway, and I am expecting a very fast start out of Dalton, especially with that wrestling. A lot is going to be said within that first 30 seconds.
I expect him to come out, throw a double jab, overhand, and shoot. I don't think he's going to waste any time. I'm hoping that Khajuan is going to...
Yep. There we go.
There we go, right there.
This is going to tell us a lot. Ooh,
he's got
onto
the body
back.
lock.
Yep.
Khajuan did good to sprawl out there. He
in on the shot again. Big jump.
Up and down.
You can see he's looking to get those hooks in.
He's got good control with that left hand and the body lock. Big power. He needs to set that up with a leg trip.
And just softening him up with those ground and pound.
Just constant pepper. He's got the rear naked choke in, but Khajuan does bump him off. Doesn't have any hooks in yet, but he's doing good control here. I'm expecting some knees to come sometime soon. Let's see if he can settle back in here, Jordan.
Back up.
Sometimes, Jordan, you wonder, you know, with these incredible athletes, they're chiseled out of stone, but you know, the more muscle you have, the more cardio you need to be putting in to be able to sustain those strong outbursts and those outbursts of power.
Ooh! Dalton with the dump. And immediately you see...
into side control, strong side control, big hammer fists.
He's got a wrist ride, looking to get those hooks in.
He's got one arm in on that seatbelt. He's sitting down heavy here. We're 30 seconds left in the first round, Jordan.
Both hooks in, trying to flatten him out.
And he does.
Ooh.
Big shots, but I'm a little worried that those are going to be back of the head. He needs to be very careful with that. Ref's not going to let him take too many more of these if he doesn't improve that position. Credit to the ref for letting this fight continue.
Looking for that rear naked choke with only 10 seconds left.
Credit to Khajuan, he's hand fighting, Jordan. That's what's keeping him in this fight right now.
Yeah, I thought the ref was going to stop it right there.
He was one more punch away, Jordan. He was one more punch away. Here we are, and Khajuan makes it out of the first round.
Out of the first round.
One thing that I can tell you about Khajuan as well, Jordan, is that he is tough as nails. He can take a beating. He can take a beating. So I really don't think this took as much out of him. As you look over at Dalton, he has taken some deep breaths, but I'm sure that they would have prepared him for this in a wrestling-based gym like that. Khajuan made a good account of himself against a very dominant wrestler in that round. But man, those were some big, big shots when he had him flattened out there and had the back.
Yeah, you can, I mean, you see that textbook wrestling style, just mat return after mat return, you know, landing big shots. But the one thing I can, just looking into Khajuan's eyes, is he's not out of this fight. He's very much engaged still.
Those heavy shots would have finished a lot of fighters. Credit to him for hanging through that. Those were big shots from an extremely big and powerful light heavyweight. So we'll see. This first 30 seconds of the second round is going to be a very telltale sign how the rest of this fight is going to go. We'll see if Dalton has maintained that power and if he can continue this through the second round.
Because we know Dalton's coming out with wrestling.
You know he's going to come out and he's going to set up that shot again. Has Khajuan made the adjustments to try and sit his hips down and stuff that shot, fight that whizzer underhook? And he did land a couple of these left kicks here in the first round. Khajuan needs to set the range with these straight punches and slow his shots down.
Nice little body kick.
Right on the liver.
Looking for that spinning heel kick.
There it is. Those spinning attacks I told you about.
Oh, a big slam.
Big dump. And he's already on the back. Dalton does very well to track the hips. Starting to flatten him out. Full mount, Jordan. These are one of the positions that I was worried about because Khajuan, if you're not training with a high-level gym, then you're going to have a hard time training for these tough positions and how to get out of them. A little surprised Dalton gave up that position, Jordan. He could have stayed there and punched, and I think that fight would have been stopped.
And that was that one big bridge that I was expecting out of Khajuan. Let's see what Dalton can do with just a minute left.
I would like to see him posture up, tighten his knees on that mount, and drop some bombs here. Control that position, sit in that position. Khajuan needs to bridge and bump and get himself into half guard sooner than later. He can't stay here.
Yeah, and if I'm Dalton, I keep peppering him with shots. See if it opens up the sub.
Yeah, I agree. He should be hunting gift wrapped here. He should be controlling that left hand. He should pull that left hand out. Now he's got that gift wrap locked up and then drop some bombs.
Yeah, you can see Dalton's trying to get that arm bar.
The ref's not going to let him take many more shots here.
I would just start opening up with shots right now.
I would too. I would pinch those knees together and start dropping bombs. He is almost out. He's almost out. He needs to keep turning, either come out the back or work to get into that half guard. Khajuan needs to tripod up here and shake him off. Keep that left arm, right arm tight.
Ooh, very close, very close.
Very close. And, you know, definitely 2 rounds to Dalton here. But Khajuan's getting a great account of himself hanging in there against a very talented, tough wrestler. And he's eating some big shots. He's not even taking big, deep breaths. Khajuan's not taking deep breaths. And he doesn't look phased, to his credit.
But this second round, all Dalton. Big ground and pound.
Dalton.
And that's the issue with those spinning heel kicks, right? It's either a highlight reel or you potentially give up your back.
Exactly.
And especially against a wrestler, that's a worst case scenario. You're probably going to spend a good portion of the round getting mat return.
If you don't drop him, if it's not a very significant strike. And that happened to one of the greats in MMA, Alexis Shevchenko. She, you know, they timed it. Grasso and her team timed that. They knew that spinning heel kick was going to come, close that gap, get that body lock, and she never stood back up. So high risk, high reward. But you know, we're down 2 rounds to 1, so Khajuan's got to really go for it. He's got to put it all out there. He's got to throw everything in the kitchen sink at Dalton.
He's in this fight. He's definitely in this fight.
He's got that puncher's chance for sure.
Stiff jab.
This is exactly what K needs to do, and move away from the power. Nice inside low from Dalton.
You can see Dalton's trying to walk him down, get him against that cage and look for the shot. Ooh, hard low kick.
Hard low kick.
In on the single.
He runs the pipe very well.
Ooh, a huge right hand.
Big shot.
And now looking to pass.
He's in half guard. He's got that good head position with the right underhook. I mean, a lot of these shots Jordan would have finished a lot of fighters.
A lot of guys. Ooh, those are some hard hammer fists.
Considering how the fight's going, I don't, you know, credit to the ref for letting this fight go as long as it has, but I don't see him letting him take a lot more damage. I'd like to see Khajuan get onto his left hook and fight for that right underhook and start to work his way back up.
That head position.
I was just going to say that.
That's how you keep him stapled.
Yep. The head's got to lead the way for the exit. Dalton's doing very good to control.
And if Dalton just keeps punching right here, he's going to get the finish. The ref is warning him.
I think he wants the submission, Jordan. I really do. There's been a few points in this fight when he could have just stayed and punched and finished the fight, but I really think Dalton wants a submission in this fight.
You got it. You got it. Fight. You've been waiting for this shit. Fight.
Ooh, those are hard. Dalton could probably get the finish. He just starts punching right now.
He just kept punching.
He's got 20 seconds left.
20 seconds left. If I was his coach, I'd be screaming and throw caution to the wind and throw bombs.
Punch.
Illegal up elbow from Khajuan.
Khajuan threw an illegal up elbow. The referee called time. Dalton didn't want.
Dalton tried to Alex Pereira and just wave it off and say, "Ref, I'm good." Keep it going.
Yeah, he wants his position back. He had hooks in with the wrist trap.
I think ref's going to start him back in that position. What was that? Side full mount from the back.
Yeah.
With the left underhook.
Hooks in with the wrist trap.
Yeah,
this is
with that wrist trap.
But only 20 seconds to go.
I think 10, actually, Jordan. I think 10. We're very short time here. I think, did the ref wave it off?
Yeah, they called the fight right there.
I think that's going to be a TKO.